All right, congratulations. You know what? You are surely a trooper. This is part 3 of our 3-part mini-series, and you are still with us. So hopefully you're getting some value from what we are giving you, and you can see the expertise that we have. So let's talk about social media marketing. Unless you've been in another country hiding under a rock or just not paying attention to what's been going on, social media is probably the biggest thing, the biggest craze that has gotten business owners to go absolutely bonkers in the last year. Now, obviously you can tell that this is a trend that is here to stay, and it is not going anywhere, so you definitely want to pay attention. Now, there are millions of social media sites, but some of the big ones that you're probably very familiar with are Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest is a new one, and things like blogging. Yes, believe it or not, blogging is part of the social media blogosphere as well. Now, the question is, what makes these part of social media? So, first of all, we need to understand what exactly is social media and what do we call Web 2.0? And that is basically this. Social media gave a voice to the consumer. Let me repeat that. Social media gave a voice to the consumer. When you look at Web 1.0, or the original way the web was designed, it was a one-way communication, one-way directional voice. In other words, a business owner would put up a website. Once they put up that website, they had sales material, they had offers, they had discounts, they had specials, and then they showed those websites to the consumer, and the consumer just voted yes or no with their credit cards. In other words, consumer went to your website, they liked what they saw, they didn't like what they saw, and if they liked what they saw, they bought. If they didn't like what they saw, they didn't buy. That was the end of the story. So what happened with social media is the consumer now has a voice in terms of what they see. So in social media, the consumer now says, I don't like what you have. Now we're going to tell everybody about it. Or, we love what you have, we're going to spread the word. That's what Facebook gives people the ability to do. That's what Twitter gives people the ability to do. Think about it for a second. If there's a great sale somewhere, someone can go in and tweet that and send it out to 100 of their followers on Twitter. So it gave a voice. Now, in some cases, it gave people a voice who didn't deserve to have a voice, but overall, social media is a great thing. It gives the consumer the ability to have a voice. Now, as a business owner, you have to ask yourself, how do I take advantage of this trend? So, as we just explained, social media is basically giving a voice to the consumer. So consumers can now communicate with you and give you instant feedback. So, how do you take advantage of this? It's simple. As a business owner, you need to take part in the conversation. Okay? Social media, another way to say what social media is, it's nothing more than conversations on different subject matters. The thing about it is, it's the consumers having the conversation. As a business owner, what you want to do is sit as a fly in the wall and listen. Listen to the conversation. It's like walking into a room full of people talking. You don't walk in and say, hey, here I am. You walk in and listen to see, hey, which one of these conversations I want to take part in. Hopefully this helps you see visually how social media should operate and be part of your business. So step 1 is you want to take part in the conversations. Now, what you want to do is go out and find the conversations relevant to your business. Like the example I just gave you, if you walked into a room full of people having a conversation, you're going to go out and look for the conversations that are happening that you may have some experience in. If someone is talking about nuclear physics, that may not be something you want to be part of. But if someone is talking about something that you may be passionate about, maybe you're into hand gliding or whatever the case may be, you hear someone talking about that, you're going to go in and start talking about hand gliding. Hey, here's what my experiences with hand gliding are. Isn't that awesome? Now, you're not going to go in and say, buy my hand glider. That's just not what's going to happen. Social media is no different. You have to find the conversations and be part of them. Now, so step 1 is finding the conversations relevant to your business. Now, Step 2, if you can't find the conversations relevant to your business, start the conversations that are relevant to your business. In other words, if you can't go out into Twitter, if you can't go out into Facebook and find people who are talking about your products or services, then you start the conversation. You start the vehicle and the engine that allows them to communicate with each other. It's just that you own and control that vehicle. That's where a Facebook fan page would come in. That's where creating groups in Twitter would come in, right? Because you're creating the conversation and you're allowing people who are your targeted prospects to come into that conversation. So for example, using the landscaping example, which we've used in mini part 1 and mini part 2, what I would do is I would start a question that would be, hey, what is the biggest problems you're facing with your lawn? Come here and talk about it. Let them come into your fan page and talk about it. Guess what? The fan page is sponsored by you, the business owner. So by controlling that conversation and starting the conversation, you get the benefits, which is I get to communicate with people and I'm letting them identify themselves as people that need my services. Now, the key is don't invite them to the conversation and try to sell them. That's the mistake that most business owners make with social media. People in social media aren't trying to be sold to, okay? They're looking for information. What they're looking for is they're looking for relationships. Isn't that what Facebook does? Isn't that what Twitter does? It keeps you in tune with the relationships that you have. It makes it easier to keep and maintain relationships. So what you are looking to do is not sell them right away. You're looking to build a relationship with them. Get to know them. Show them that you know what you're talking about. Show them that you are the expertise. Once you get to that point where the relationship is built, that's where you start to make offers that solve their problems. Build a relationship, make the offers that solve their problem. Now notice I didn't say sell them something. I say you make them offers that solve their problems. Now, again, this is part 3 of our mini series here. We've given you 3 ways you can build your business. I'm hoping that you're going to take action on the things that we have taught you thus far. Remember, without taking action, it's hard to get results. So the next step is implementation. You got to take action, folks. So you got to implement what we've taught you. Now, so some of it you may be able to say, I'm going to go out and be able to do this on my own. But others, it is a good idea to have a marketing expert working with you, and that is where we come in. So what I'd like to do is give you a free 30-minute consultation with a real marketing expert. Get on the phone with us and let us help you with some strategies to make your business much better than it is right now. So what you want to do, respond to the email we've sent you with the words I need help, or look at above this video or below and just look for the link on our website that says contact us or free consultation. You want to take action. We are busy. We do not take on a lot of clients. At the time of this training here, we do have some slots available. I don't know how long we're going to keep those open. So to get your free consultation, you have to act now before they're all gone. Fill out the request for a free consultation and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Make sure you tell us exactly what your issues are and where you need the most help so we know how to plan for our free consultation call with you. Thank you and have a great day.